Have you gotten into a habit of starting projects and never finishing them? If so, this video is just for you. There can be a few different factors at play with this one, with the I'm starting projects and I'm not finishing them. So I'm going to cover it from one specific angle today, but you will find lots of other content on this channel around that area. So if you haven't yet subscribed, if you haven't yet begun to follow along, then I really encourage you to do that if you want to find a place where you're going to be having that creative support so that you can see that project through right until the end. That's what we're about in this channel. We want to make you achieve your creative potential. So hit that subscribe button if you like the sound of that one. So yeah, I'm starting, but I'm not finishing. So the main thing that I want to cover today is the habit that forms in the mind. So I want you to imagine the neural pathway in the mind, just like a road. So a road gets built, you get that idea, you think, oh, I've got a really good idea, I've got a short story, I've got a fantasy novel, whatever that idea is for that creative project. The idea comes, so you start down the road. As soon as you start down that road, you are already on a road that doesn't finish. Because here's the thing, if you have a habit of starting and not finishing, you know once you've started, you're already going down that road, okay? So we really want to backtrack right to the very beginning, to that moment when that idea comes. So it might be that you're already working on an idea. You might be at a place that you're like, no, I'm on this idea, but definitely this time, this one I'm going to finish. And then you're like, but if I'm already on that road, what do I do? So that's absolutely fine. You can have started something and still be on that road. Or you might be thinking, okay, I want to come up with an idea and I definitely want to see this one through. So what you want to do is to just come to a place where you take stock and get grounded. So you're looking at that idea and you're just really taking stock of what's important to you about this idea. You're really giving it a health check. So what's important about this idea? What's going to be beneficial about seeing this idea through to the end? How is it going to change my life? And is it going to change my life in a way that I'm okay with? Because one of the reasons that we can end up abandoning ideas is there's a part of us that thinks, if I see this idea right through to the end, then people are going to see it. People are going to read it. People are going to hear the idea. And that leaves me vulnerable for criticism. And so it serves the purpose not to finish it because you never put yourself in that position where you get criticized. So that's why when we do that health check, we get really clear about all of the implications around the idea. So we look at the benefit. So the benefit might be, well, I finish a book and I get a publishing deal and I start to make money from my imagination. And I'm so about that on this channel. I love the idea when I'm working with writers and creatives that we're turning their imagination into their greatest asset. But the flip side of that is, then I'm vulnerable to rejection, I'm vulnerable to this idea not working out. So by doing this health check, you just start to get really clear of all of the implications and you just know that they're there. No matter what the idea is, they will always be there. And again, that's why we can end up abandoning an idea because self-doubt has started to creep in and we start to think, this idea now has doubt around it. I've got to come up with another idea that doesn't have doubt around it. It's always going to be there. If there's doubt with one idea, there's always going to be doubt that creeps up around other ideas. But by doing this health check, you just get really clear about what that doubt is. And then you have a chance to say, okay, the doubt is there, but what's so important about this project? So that's what you use to counteract the doubt. The project is so important that you know that you're not going to be able to abandon it. You don't want to abandon it. So you really start to galvanize yourself by really getting clear about what this project means to you, what it means to you as a person, what it means to you as a creative, what it would mean for you to express the project in its fullest and really see that project through. So by this level of investigation and self-inquiry, we've begun to change that road that you're on. That road now has new components, and so it's a different road. So even if you're already on that road, if you started a project, just by encouraging this self-inquiry, you're going to change the nature of the road. So keep going with this self-inquiry on a daily basis. And I really, really mean that. These mindset practices that I'm offering you on this channel, they need to be practiced. They're not just a tip that you can dip in and dip out of, like, oh, just try this tip today, like do a bit of self-inquiry today. They need to be practiced daily, because otherwise that self-doubt will become stronger than your passion. So you really need to grow that passion. So each day now, really get this notion that the more self-inquiry you do about what makes this project so important, what makes it so beneficial to you, the way that it's going to change your life and how much you really want those changes to come into your life, you're going to get really, really strong and you're going to want to stay on this new road. So there we go, a practice of self-inquiry as to what's important about your project and the benefits that are really going to help you see this project through. Let me know in the comments below if you found that one useful, and also let me know in the comments below, what's your project? What do you want to commit to? What do you want to be held accountable for a project that you're going to see through right to the end? And let me know what's going to be the benefit. How is it going to change your life? I would love for you to share all of this with me. When we share it in a public way, it makes it even more powerful. So it's my invitation to you to go public on your self-inquiry and really galvanize yourself to walk the path and see that road through right to the very end. And if you need more accountability, if you need more support, then come find me in my Facebook community. We're doing loads of amazing work there, loads of live videos and interviews. It's really easy to join. Just fill in the form and you can come find me over on Facebook. You'll find the link below. So I hope you found this one useful today, folks. Wishing you an amazing week, and I will see you on the sofa next Monday. Take care till then.